In a bustling suburban neighborhood, summer mornings were usually filled with the sounds of children playing and birds singing. But inside one cozy little house, a different kind of music was playing out. Edward sat on the edge of his bed, lacing up his shoes, while Duke, his faithful golden retriever, watched with a keen eye. Duke knew exactly what those shoes meant. It was a signal for Edward's departure, the dreaded moment when Duke's world stopped revolving around fetch games, playful tussling, and long, lazy walks. Today, Edward had an important meeting at the office, and time was not on his side. With a slight sigh, Edward stood up, patted Duke on the head, and said, "Be good, Duke. I'll be back soon." But Duke had other plans. As Edward reached for his briefcase, Duke deftly nudged it away with his nose, sending it skittering across the floor. "Duke, I've really got to go." Edward chuckled, but a hint of tension traced his voice. Duke wasn't just being playful or needy, he was determined. He placed himself firmly between Edward and the door, his body a golden barricade, his eyes pleading. Edward tried to sidestep, but Duke was swift and relentless, each movement perfectly timed to block his owner's exit. Duke's tail wagged slightly, a silent negotiation, but his eyes, intense and unyielding, were the true window into his steadfast heart. Edward knelt down, looking Duke in those soulful eyes. "I know, buddy, but I have to work so I can buy all those treats you love," Edward half-heartedly reasoned. Duke's ears perked at the mention of treats, but he quickly resumed his duty. Realizing the futility of words, Edward decided on a quick distraction. He grabbed Duke's favorite chew toy and tossed it across the room. For a second, Duke followed it with his eyes, torn between the instinct of play and duty. Finally, Duke relented and trotted after the toy with a resigned sigh, giving Edward the precious seconds he needed to slip out the door. As soon as the door clicked shut, Duke returned, his heart heavy and his presence shadows away from Edward. But he knew in his heart Edward would return, and Duke's watch would continue once more, the loyal guardian of his beloved human.